You come here where you're not wanted. You eat our food, you pollute our city with your stink, and you refuse to help the Stormcloaks.
We haven't taken a side because it's not our fight.
Hey, maybe the reason these Greyskins don't help in the war.
Greyskins?
Because they're Imperial spies.
Spies?
Imperial spies? You can't be serious.
Maybe we'll pay you a visit tonight, little spy. We got ways of finding out what you really are.
Do you?
Oh.
Gentlemen.
Do you hate the Dark Elves? Are you here to bully us and tell us to leave?
Of course not. I know our people have had their differences in the past, though.
You've come to the wrong city, then. Windhelm's a haven of prejudice and narrow thinking. Unworthy of one such as you.
I can see that. But it looks like those Nords were giving you trouble.
Nothing new there. Most of the Nords living in Windhelm don't care much for us. But Rolf is the worst by far. He likes to get drunk and walk around the Grey Quarter yelling insults at us in the small hours of the morning. Oh, a real charmer, that one.
The typical class one would expect from a Nord, but why do they think you're a spy?
Some of these Nords will come up with any excuse to despise us. And it isn't just the Dark Elves they hate. They make a target of the Argonians as well. In fact, just about anyone who isn't a Nord is fair game for their bullying.
Of course, we know the divide between man and mare, but...
All right, then.
Seems like this goes deeper. Things in Windhelm are... dire. And to top it all off, it seems Windhelm will have to contend with the Dark Brotherhood as well.
Can I help you?
Yes, what type of shop is this? I was just passing through.
Welcome to the House of Curiosities. I offer a brief tour for a few coins, or you can simply browse at your leisure.
Did you say a tour?
Indeed I did. For a few septims, I'll tell you about some of the most interesting curiosities in my collection.
Huh. Sounds like a very pleasant diversion.
Splendid. If you'll just follow me, I'll tell you tales and show you wonders such as you've never seen.
How could I pass that up? Please lead on, sir.
These tools were found in a crypt outside Windhelm. They belonged to the ancient Nords who dwelt in Skyrim before the days of the First Empire. Most scholars believe that the Nords of old used these implements to prepare their dead for burial. What macabre mysteries would these tools reveal if they could but speak?
I've seen similar tools. Rather common in the dungeons around here.
Here is the Book of Fate, discovered in a secret room in the Arcane University. The writing in the book describes the destiny of its reader, so the words change from one person to the next. Some see only blank pages, and nobody knows why. Perhaps some of us are born with no destiny, or maybe the blank pages signify an imminent death.
Fascinating. Of course. Blank pages. Seems as though my life is an open book these days. Found that in the Imperial City, did you?
Ah, now here's an item out of legend. This is Ysgramor's soup spoon. Now, I know what you're thinking. This is no spoon, it's a fork. Nobody can eat soup with a fork. Well, my friend, you did not know Ysgramor.
Ysgramor's soup spoon.
Don't let this innocent-looking flute fool you.
Very clever.
This is the dancer's pipe. Legend holds that the dancer's pipe has won wars, toppled empires, and changed the very course of history.
Is that so?
None know its origins, but the stories say that men who hear its music are compelled to dance uncontrollably, no matter the peril. To activate this strange power, one must only speak the magic words, which are... Oh my, I very nearly got us both into a nasty predicament, didn't I?
Oh, the secret words. Glatu, Verata, Nurhur.
And with that, the tour is over. I thank you for your patronage, and I hope to see you again soon.
The pleasure was mine, sir, but If I might ask, how did you assemble this collection?
My sister and I inherited a modest sum of money. We decided to travel and seek out whatever adventures we could find. As we journeyed across Tamriel, we encountered tales of exotic and wondrous artifacts. We decided to collect as many as we could. My sister passed away some years ago, so I settled down here and opened the House of Curiosities. I think she would be happy to know that our collection has brought smiles to faces both young and old.
Oh, I'm sure she would. Sorry for your loss. Thank you again.
A most pleasant chat. Until the next.
What a fascinating individual. Huh. Oh, Windhelm, you are full of surprises. Ysgrimmor's soup spoon. That was my favorite bit. Very, very good. Alright. Now I've got to find the Aretino residence before something very, very bad happens.
Then it's true, what everyone is saying. That Aventus Aretino is doing the Black Sacrament? Trying to summon the Dark Brotherhood?
Oh, Grimbar. Always with the nonsense. No, of course not. Those are just tales.
Fine. Then I'll invite him out to play. He lives right there. I'm going to knock on his door.
No, child. Wait! That boy, that house, they are cursed.
Cursed?
Ha! Then I'm right. I knew it. He's trying to have somebody killed.
All right. I won't deny it, child. What you heard is true. But Aventus Aretino walks a dark path. His actions can lead only to ruin. Now, enough. We will speak no more of this. I am the only friend you need.
All the Argonians at the docks are nice to me. Good thing, too. Her father would run them off. Do you know my father? He's really important. He even talks to the Jarl sometimes.
Ah, who is your father?
His name is Torsten Krulsey. He's really rich, because he owns a farm called Hollyfrost. He told me once that he wanted me to grow up and be a sailor, because that's where all our family names come from. But I don't want to be a sailor or a farmer. I want to be a warrior! The strongest one ever!
Haha. Well, you know, across the way you can see Ysgrimmor's soup spoon. Well, anyway. So this must be where Aventus lives. Doesn't seem to be anyone home. I can't just break in. Maybe someone in town knows. I know my father told me that the beggars are usually a good source of information. Hello there, I trust you're keeping warm?
Spare a coin for an old woman, my lord.
Of course.
Oh, thank you. Divines bless your kind heart.
Do you know anything about the
The divine smile on a charitable soul.
I don't think she knows anything like this. This is an interesting alleyway. I see it loops back around.
Trouble?
No? No trouble, guard. Thank you.
Let me guess. Someone stole your sweet roll.
If anyone tried, they'd be dead before they could touch my sweet roll. What's wrong with that guard? Not a very
I
friendly
mostly
chap.
deal with petty thievery and drunken brawls. Been too long since we've had a good bandit raid.
Don't wish for trouble, or I notice it has a way of finding you. Ah, blacksmith. Very interesting. Hello there.
Working in Windhelm is great. I get to see Ulfric up close.
Oh, you really admire him, don't you?
Every Nord should admire Ulfric. He fights for all of us. In fact, he's the reason I chose to learn the smithing trade. I want to make weapons and armor for the great Stormcloak army.
Oh dear, well, you like being a blacksmith?
Smithing isn't the most exciting thing for me, but we all have to lend a hand as best we can. If a Stormcloak uses one of my swords to strike down an Imperial soldier, then I've done my part to free our land.
I can understand the sentiment.
A word of advice.
Yes?
Don't buy discounted armor.
Oh, young lady, I make my own. Only an elf should try to make elven armor.
Everyone says Jorland Greymane is the best smith in Skyrim. I plan to change a few minds about that.
Do you? How's your steel?
Every bit as sharp as what you'll find in Whiterun. I respect Jorland, but he has the good fortune to work the Skyforge. Something about the fires. Their steel just holds tighter. If that makes any sense.
Oh, I've seen the Skyforge, so it does.
The finest weapons and armor.
Interesting, so... I'm wondering if I can unload some of this equipment. Certainly a number of things I won't be using. And heavy armor has never been for me. A battle axe. Not my style. No. I need all my arrows, but... Let's see. What have you got for sale, sir? Anything I could use? Interesting. You sell elven material as well. Very interesting. I wonder if you made it yourself, or...
Whether it's armor you need or a new blade, come see me.
Very interesting. I don't know that I particularly like Windhelm so far, but... I'll give it a chance.
Hammer?
I think I'd like to get out of here as soon as possible.
I've been a bit out of sorts since our daughter was taken from us.
Oh no!
I didn't touch it.
What happened?
Hammers don't have
Not really sure what to do with myself anymore. I just miss her so much.
Oh,
It's terrible.
yes. Now that you mention it, I think...
Ford, seeing a good tavern brawl might be just the thing to lift my spirits.
Oh, I'll get you a drink, friend.
Got any ale or mead?
Huh. You've certainly come to the right place. The Alto's mine, but have some mead.
Please forgive my mood. I'm still coming to terms with my daughter's death.
Can't imagine you ever come to terms with that.
My favorite drinking buddy. Let's get some mead.
Anytime, friend.
I'd travel more, but who wants to deal with all the soldiers these days?
I have to ask you, are our people treated as badly as the Dunmer?
It was difficult at first. The Nords of this city are at
Don't
best
take anything for
suspicious of
granted in life.
outsiders.
Nothing lasts forever.
But in time, I made the right friends and proved myself useful enough that they don't give me trouble anymore.
I see.
The Dark Elves are too proud and naive to understand the way things truly are, and so they continue to dwell in that slum.
I see. Yes, I understand. I left home not too long ago myself. I'm from Skywatch, actually, and I'm on my way to Winterhold, but how long have you been here in Windhelm?
Just got here from the Somerset Isles. Lots of opportunity in Skyrim.
You know, I've noticed that because my father sent me here. I'm actually on my way to the College of Winterhold, but I keep getting stopped everywhere I go on these little errands. What do you sell?
Oh, a bit of this and a bit of that.
You know, miss, I have to tell you, it's very comforting to find someone of my own people here, especially in Windhelm. I wasn't expecting I wasn't expecting much of a welcome at all, but I see that our people and, of course, the Dunmer are really trying to build a home here, even though it's becoming crystal clear to me that to some of these Nords we're simply not welcome. I give you a lot of credit to actually come here so far from home and to find some sort of happiness.
Thank you for your custom.
Oh, you're welcome. The pleasure's been all mine.
I've been meaning to speak to you, Naranya. Rumor is you've got ties to the Thieves Guild.
Naranya.
One should never pay too much attention to rumors, Torbjorn.
Thieves
You
Guild.
have piqued my curiosity, however. Please, do continue.
It's a bad time to be a criminal, what with these murders going on. In fact, thieves have been known to kill if there's a profit in it. This war's been hard on all of us.
Not that I'd know anything about it, of course, but it seems to me that the last thing a Thieves Guild would want is to draw attention to itself.
The eyes of the law are everywhere these days. The guards are looking for a killer, but who knows what else they might turn up.
You're
Good
right.
day.
I'd travel more.
Poor
Who
Nilsine
wants
has
to deal
been
with old
wrecked since her
soldiers
sister
these
was
days?
killed.
Urania, if there's anything I can do to help,
If you're looking to get a drink, Candlehearth Hall's got warm fires and
Please
strong
forgive
ale.
my mood.
I'll see you again soon, I hope.
I would love to get a drink. Later, perhaps when you're done, we could meet. Until next time, milady. Urania.
Cookware, knives, and other goods for the home, all at reasonable prices.
Anyway, what was I doing? I quite seem to have lost my train of thought.
The cruel seas have been sailors for generations.
Hmm?
In truth, I regret not following in the footsteps of my ancestors.
I appreciate you sharing. Not that I asked. There's something important I was... No. Well, I guess my business in town here is done for now. No. The Aretino boy. Of course. I forgot. Oh, this is his house. What a strange house. I've never seen a building that straddles the street. Very, very odd. Still no one home. Well, I've got to get in there and talk to him before he summons something that can't be undone.
Sweet mother, send your child unto me, for the sins of the unworthy must be baptized in blood and fear.
Oh, no. I think I might be too late.
Die, Grelod, die!
Oh, no.
Sweet mother, send your child unto me, for the sins of the unworthy must be baptized in blood and fear.
He's trying to summon the Night Mother.
Grelod, you old crone, you'll get what you deserve. The Dark Brotherhood will see to that.
Oh, boy.
Sweet mother, send your child unto me, for the
I'm gonna need
sins of
some
the
wine
unworthy
for this
must
one.
be baptized in blood and fear. Die, Grelod, die!
Maybe some mead,
Die,
too.
Grelod, die!
Mystery of Talara. Interesting.
Sweet mother, send your child unto me, for the sins of the
I could
unworthy
take some of these
must be
things because
baptized in blood and
I don't think
fear.
this child's going to be staying here much longer.
Grelod, you old crone, you'll get what you deserve. The
Oh.
Dark Brotherhood will see to that.
Oh, by the divines.
Sweet mother, send your child unto me, for the sins
I'm
of
gonna
the
need more
unworthy
wine
must
for
be
this one.
baptized in blood and fear. Die, Grelod, die!
Okay. Alright. Okay, let's do this.
Sweet mother, send your child
Young
unto
man?
me, for the sins of the unworthy must
Young
be
man.
baptized in
Young
blood
man, what
and
have you
fear.
done? Get up.
You've come at last! I knew you would!
Mr. Aretino, are you alright?
It worked! I knew you'd come! I just knew it!
Aventus.
I did the Black Sacrament over and over with the body and the things.
I can
and then
see
you
that.
Came, an assassin from the Dark Brotherhood.
What? No, Aventus, you've got this all wrong. I am here to help you, but I'm not from the Dark Brotherhood.
Of course you are. I prayed, and you came, and now you'll accept my contract.
Contract?
My mother, she died. I'm all alone now. So they sent me to that terrible orphanage in Riften, Honor Hall. The head mistress is an evil, cruel woman. They call her Grelod the Kind, but she's not kind. She's terrible to all of us. So I ran away and came home and performed the Black Sacrament. Now you're here, and you could kill Grelod the Kind.
Oh dear. Aventus.
Please hurry. To be honest, I'm kind of lonely here. As much as I hated getting sent to Honor Hall, I really miss my friends there.
I can understand that.
It's Honor Hall Orphanage in Riften.
Right. What happened to your mother?
She got sick last winter when the snows came, and she never got better. Not all year. One night, she fell asleep and never woke up. So now I'm all alone, and the Jarl said I have to go into Honor Hall Orphanage. It's not fair!
All right, calm down, calm down. Are you sure about this, Aventus? Murdering this woman? I don't know.
I've never been more sure about anything in my entire life. Someone like Broa doesn't deserve to live one more day. She's a monster!
Oh. I'll have to see for myself.
Please hurry. To be honest, I'm kind of lonely here. As much as I hated getting sent to Honor Hall, I really miss my friends there.
Right, yeah. Ah, poor boy. Sweet mother. So, you wish to summon the Dark Brotherhood. You wish to see someone dead. Pray, child. Pray and let the Night Mother hear your plea. A black sacrament. An effigy of the intended victim assembled from actual body parts, including a heart, skull, bones, and flesh. Encircle the effigy with candles. The ritual itself must then commence. Proceed to stab the effigy repeatedly with a... Then wait, child, for the dread Father's Siphus rewards the patient. You'll be visited by a representative of the Dark Brotherhood, so begins a contract bound in blood. This is all a bit dark,
Broad is
Aventus.
the headmistress of Honor Hall Orphanage, but not for long.
What? Whoa. Oh. I don't think that wine is sitting well. I'm getting out of here. It's almost unacceptable. What happens to children here in Skyrim? In Somerset, if something like this happened, if the parents passed on, we wouldn't simply send the child to another town. We'd want them to stay with their own community, their neighbors, their friends, their teachers, their mentors, the people who know them.
Keep your in their quiver, Archer.
Pardon me? I mean, surely there must be someone here in Windhelm, some sort of a program or something where the child could, I don't know, some sort of an apprenticeship where he could stay near his home. He must have some family somewhere. I mean, what's going to happen to that house? But what do I do? What shall I do about Grelon? I think first, I should consult the Greybeards. Yes. I think first, I shall travel back to High Hrothgar. I'll bring them the horn of Jurgen Windcaller. That'll give me time to think. On the 7,000 steps on the Ascent. I can consider my options. Once I get to the orphanage, I can ask the children if they can share with me their experiences, and maybe I can engage the local authorities in Riften. Well, at any rate, I've saved that child from getting mixed up with the Dark Brotherhood. I would certainly never choose to have a dealing with the Dark Brotherhood. Even calling themselves a brotherhood is an insult. Oh, it cleared up rather abruptly. Shaping up to be a lovely afternoon here. Whoa! Stop! I warned you. A mage. A dark mage. I wasn't even trespassing. What is this place? I can sense dark. Magic's here indeed. Who were you? Why would you attack anyone who even passed within your sight? It just doesn't make sense. On the 14th of last seed, an illusionist by the name of Berivar Barrow gave a very ignorant speech at the chantry of Julianos in the Imperial City. His ignorant speeches are hardly uncommon. There was no reason to respond to it. Unfortunately, he has since had the speech privately printed as Barrow's speech to the battle mages, and it's received some small, undeserved attention in academic circles. Let us put his misconceptions to rest. Now, what is this about? An occasionally factual account. Turris did not create the golem Numidium by spells of mysticism and conjuration, as Barrow alleges. The truth is that we don't know how Numidium was created, or if it was a golem or Atronach in any traditional sense of these words. Uriel V's battle mage, Hethoth, was not an imperial battle mage. I don't know. Something that I shall study later. I'm ashamed to say I don't know as much about Numidium as perhaps I should. It certainly was a dark, dark time in the history of my people. What the warmonger Tiber Septim chose to do with it. Unforgivable. Now, what have we here? See if I can find the pathway up. The hour is getting late. I'd best to Iverstead, but curiosity compels me. What is at the top of this mountain? These bones are ominous indeed. Dragon's tongue. A chest unlocked. Orcish gauntlets. Bit of gold. A scroll. There is darkness here. Cold. Yes. I understand now. The power of the frost dragon. I see now how he created the blast of cold, wintry air from nothing. I might mention this to the Greybeards when I arrive. I have no hope to arrive there by sundown, but... What have we here? Looks like a prisoner escort. But who's the prisoner? I know all too well what it is to be captured and taken against your will, but I think I shall leave these men to their business. I can cut across these hot springs simply enough. I must make better time if I don't want to find myself alone in the wild after dark. Ah, yes. The Standing Stone. I've seen it before, and this... I remember this place, of course. I came across a group of rather ill-prepared bandits. Perhaps 2 nights ago? It was right here. I killed their leader. Now what? A wild Atronach? What is it fighting? I don't think it's noticed me. I think I'd best let it be. Either to face the Atronach or to go headfirst into the camp of the bandits. I think I will head this way. Rather than go to Riften, I think I will see the Greybeards. I'm sure they're anxious to reclaim possession of the horn. Who are you fighting, beautiful? Shall we perhaps fight fire with... You keep each other busy. I shall make my escape. Oh, my kingdom for a pair of wings. Iverstead. I wonder which one was victorious. I assume that the ones in the wild have much greater strength than those that I can conjure, but in time, if I can finally free myself of these petty Nordic matters and make my way to the College of Winterhold. I think then I could find the power. Gain the skills and knowledge that I need. Yes, Iverstead, this way. Ariel, if only I could cut the distance in half. Oh, my legs are weary. Oh, I hope Master Angir would not begrudge me a bowl of soup or perhaps a mug of warm mead. Tis cold in here, but compared to the outside, it's wonderful. Master? I'm looking for Master Angir. But of course you can't answer me, can you? Pardon me. I must find Master Angir. No, I don't suppose he'd be in the courtyard. What is that? Oh, they must keep this fire going all day, but for what purpose now? Where does this gate lead? Yeah! Oh, divines. What power is this? Must be the way to their leader, Parthenax. How a man can sit on the summit of this mountain alone? Must be by way of some enchantment, or... perhaps there's a rudimentary shelter at the top, I could not say. I see now that I cannot simply go and meet him. I believe Master Angir said when the time is right, the path will open. This must be what he means, for now the path is shut. Master Angir? Oh. Master Bori. Angir.
You've retrieved the horn of Jörgen Wimcom.
Indeed.
Well done. You have now passed all the trials. Come with me. It is time for us to recognize you formally as Dragonborn. You are ready to learn the final word of unrelenting force. Da, which means push.
Da. Master, on the way, I found another word. I found it was for cold. I believe I could harness this power to copy what I saw a frost dragon do. I saw him at war with a troll, an ice troll. They were at quite the standstill, the two of them. Their powers were evenly matched. We can talk on this matter later.
With all three words together, this shout is much more powerful. Use it wisely. Master Hrothgar will now gift you with his knowledge of dark. We would speak to you. Stand between us and prepare yourself.
What?
Few can withstand the unbridled voice of the Greybeards, but you are ready. Meis nu ismir dovadebrom daman da rock. Dovahkiin, you have tasted the voice of the Greybeards and passed through unscathed. High Hrothgar is open to you.
Thank you, Master. Master Ongir.
Sky above, voice within.
What was the ceremony? I mean, you were shouting at me.
We spoke the traditional words of greeting to a Dragonborn who has accepted our guidance. The same words were used to greet the young Talos when he came to High Hrothgar, before he became the Emperor Tiber Septim.
Talos. What did you actually say?
Ah, I sometimes forget you are not versed in the dragon tongue as we are. This is a rough translation. Long has the storm crown languished, with no worthy brow to sit upon. By our breath we bestow it now to you, in the name of Kine, in the name of Shore, and in the name of Atmora of old. You are Ismir now, the dragon of the north. Hearken to it.
Master, when I was in the courtyard, I believe I saw the way to the summit, but when can I meet your leader?
As I said, you will know you are ready when your voice can open the path to him.
My voice must open the path. Master, thank you.
Breath and focus.
There's so much I could learn from these Greybeards. I think perhaps in time, but for now I must be on my way. But now to shout with all three words this power, forgive me, but I must try it. Unbelievable. Now I think I must make my way to Riften. Yes, I shall go to Riften. I'll investigate this orphanage, this Grella for Aventus, and hopefully make some sense of it. It must be that Aventus is exaggerating. No one could be so cruel with children. Of course, if I confirm what he's saying, I might... No, it shall not come to that. It shall not come to that. I feel like I've been walking for days. Oh, when I arrive in Riften, I really should. I should stop and spend the night at the inn if there's... Well, Riften's a large enough town. There must be an inn. Can't quite make it up the face of this hill here. I'll have to find a way around. Ah, here's a path. I feel my legs giving out. I fear the years, they will catch up with me. I'm not the young elf I once was. Ow. Oh, excellent shot. I see this is your quarry, and therefore I shall not interfere. Hello, friend.
Come back here.
Oh, I see you're very busy. Good luck with your hunt. Oh, I feel as though I have walked halfway across Skyrim today. In truth, I'm sure I have now. Look at these two trolls. I must not let them see me. I can stand my ground against one, but two, I could present difficulty. I feel as though I am quite close to Riften at this point too, so I could make a run for it. See if I could sprint the remaining distance. No, I'd better stay to the shadows here and crouch. See if I can sneak past them. I see a ship. Reminds me of a song from my youth. The high elf by the manna tree, watching tall ships sail to sea. Now what? There we are. Whoa! Two of them! Is that it? Is that all there is? Now, what have we here? I believe this man was a necromancer. Can't say that I find this hold particularly welcoming so far. Trolls, necromancers, what's next? Oh, wolves, of course. I pity the citizen of Riften who decides to take a walk outside of their city gates. Forgive me, but it was not my will that you would die this day. I feel that I'm very close to Rift. Oh wait, now what? Oh, by the 8. A necromancer fighting a troll? Seems as though the troll won. I think one I can take. Oh dear. I think I've made him angry. So many of them. And I feel their footsteps behind me. Do they give chase? Dare not look behind. More of them. I've seen with my own eyes at least half a dozen, so how many more are there? Truth be told, Riften has a troll problem. Oh, I thought I was upon the city gates. How much farther is it? I don't know if I could hide here. I don't think they can see me. I think they've given up the chase. 'Tis not every day you see a necromancer and a troll doing battle. Okay, there's that ship. There's the city. At last. I would say I should tell the Jarl about the trolls, but I feel that I must already know. In such large numbers. In a farm right here. Do people know that there's trolls? There's like 6 trolls right there. Good luck with your chickens. Riften. Finally.
Hold there. Before I let you into Riften, you need to pay the visitor's tax.
Excuse me, visitor's tax?
For the privilege of entering the city. What does it matter?
Guard, stand aside. I'm a high elf of Somerset here on official business to see the Jarl.
All right, keep your voice down. You want everyone to hear you? I'll let you in. Just let me unlock the gate.
Yes, unlock the gate.
The gate's
Corruption.
unlocked. You can
Thank you so much.
when you're ready.
Yes.
Welcome to Riften, home of the Thieves' Guild. Or so they'd have you believe. It's all lies. They're just thugs, vermin, creeping around the Ratway.
All right then. Thank you. Riften at last.
I had another run-in with the Thieves' Guild.
Be careful, Mule. The Thieves' Guild has Maven Blackbriar at her back. One snap of her fingers and you could end up in Riften jail. Or worse.
They represent the reason I'm here. I can't just ignore them, Eren.
I know. I just don't want you to leave. You're the only good thing that's happened to this city in a long time.
Hello.
I've never seen Mule this upset about anything. The city really gets to her.
You must be
You're
Mjol.
a stranger here too, huh?
I am a long way from home. You're not from Riften either, I take it.
I've been adventuring across Tamriel since I was a fresh-faced young woman barely able to swing a blade. My travels have taken me from High Rock to Valenwood, elsewhere to Morrowind, and all points in between.
So how did you end up here?
Many years ago I lost my blade, Grimsever, within a Dwemer ruin. I took it as a sign that I was wasting my days in search of wealth. You and I are alike. We seek challenge and great fortune. But for me, that's where the similarities end. You see, Riften is my great beast to be slain, and my fortune comes from gratitude and trust.
Interesting. Tell me about Riften's Thieves Guild.
To call it a guild is ridiculous. How can people who would betray one another over a gold coin be considered part of an association? They're the worst kind. Even the Dark Brotherhood abides by a strict set of rules and tradition. These thieves are just rabble. What do you think?
Interesting. I agree completely, actually.
You know, I'm beginning to respect you. Other than Eren, You seem to be the only other person I've met I might be able to trust. Since we share the same opinion of them, let me warn you that they're recruiting others to join their guild, and you should be cautious.
Interesting. So, you're Riften's protector.
It's been difficult. I've taken the burdens of this city's problems upon myself, and I keep running into impossible obstacles. Corruption, lies and deceit are the order of the day here. If it wasn't for Eren, the young man who saved my life, I think I'd already have given up long ago.
Interesting. How did Eren save your life?
It was Eren who found me dying outside of a Dwemer ruin. If he hadn't brought me here and nursed me back to health, I would have died. When my strength returned and he told me about the problems plaguing Riften, I decided fate brought me here for a reason. So I stayed.
Very interesting. Can you tell me about the Blackbriar family?
Maven Blackbriar, the matriarch of the family, represents everything that's wrong with this city. She's bribed countless officials, has friends back in the Imperial City, and freely associates with the Thieves Guild. I've tried everything I can to protect Riften's citizens from her family, but to no avail.
Who else is in the family?
Well, there is Ingun Blackbriar, Maven's daughter. Strange girl. She likes to spend time down in Elgrim's elixirs working on her alchemy. Then you have Hemming, Maven's son, spoiled brat and heir to her empire. He follows her word like a loyal dog follows its master. And finally, Sibi, the worst of all of them. He's in Riften jail for murder.
It's terrible. Thank you, Mjol.
Safe travels.
I hate to say it, but I've already experienced the corruption here in Riften firsthand.
I don't know you. You in Riften looking for trouble?
Pardon me, sir?
Don't say something you'll regret. Last thing the Blackbriars need is some loudmouth trying to meddle in their affairs.
Who are the Blackbriars?
The Blackbriars have Riften in their pocket, and the Thieves Guild watching their back, so keep your nose out of their business. Me? I'm Maul. I watch the streets for them. If you need dirt on anything, I'm your guy. But it'll cost you.
Dirt, hmm? Not exactly clean myself.
Then we're speaking the same language. Good. So what do you want to know?
Well, what's your take on the Blackbriars?
Well, you got Maven. She pretty much runs the whole operation. She's got friends in high places, if you know what I mean. She's also got ties to the Dark Brotherhood and the Thieves Guild, so basically, no one can touch her. Just remember, if she tells you to do something, you damn well better do exactly what she says.
No, thanks a lot, Maul.
Be seeing you around.
Maul.
I'm really getting tired of your excuses. When you borrowed the money, you said you'd pay it back on time and for double the usual fee.
I know I did. But how was I to know the shipment would get robbed?
Next time, keep your plans quieter, and nothing would have happened to it.
What? Are you telling me you robbed it? Why? Why are you doing this to me?
Look, Shadra, last warning. Pay up or else.
If your allegiance lies with the Empire, we haven't much to discuss.
New around
All right,
Riften?
thanks. Keep
Take
walking,
my
sir.
advice.
Thank you.
Stay at the Bee and Bard. I don't have any business with you, so get out of my face.
Oh, very pleasant.
I don't have any business with you,
Well
so
met.
get out of my face.
So what kind of trouble are you in?
I owe a great deal of money to someone, and I think they cheated me. I don't know what to do.
Interesting. Tell me the details.
I was able to work out a deal with the stables in Whiterun to sell me some of their tack and harnesses. I borrowed some gold from Sapphire to pay for the shipment, but it got robbed before it even arrived. Now Sapphire wants her money back, and if I don't pay her, I think she's going to kill me.
Why don't you let me see if I can try to work something out?
You will? Oh, thank you.
You work at the stables?
Yes. Hrothgar took me in when I arrived in Riften about a year ago. He's been teaching me everything he knows. Horses are my whole life. Back in Hammerfell, I helped my family raise horses at our farm. I hope to open my own stables one day, but I think it's going to take a lot longer than I expected.
Hammerfell.
Be careful with Sapphire. She mixes with all sorts of nasty people.
I'll keep that in mind. Riften is an interesting place. I mean, any further south I'd be in Cheydinhal, and any further east I'd be in, well, Blacklight.
People of Riften, heed my words. The return of the dragons is not mere coincidence.
Hello.
This is one of the signs that Lady Mara is displeased with your constant inebriation. Put down your flagons
What's
filled
your
with your
problem?
vile liquids.
What?
And embrace the teachings of the Handmaiden of
It's
Kind.
your problem.
No, Marama. We talked about this. Talon?
Kirava, certainly we
one
can
with the
come to some
problem.
sort of an understanding.
Looking for work?
What?
I need someone to deliver a message to Sibby Blackbriar.
I'm trying to listen to the...
Enough, Marama. We've all
Alright.
heard of the dragons and their return. There's no need to use...
Looking for work? I
What?
need someone to deliver a message to Sibby
I
Blackbriar.
heard you. Can I want to listen to
I'll
the
remove
man.
myself from this den of iniquity.
We're not kicking you out. Just keep the sermons at the temple and let us all sin in peace.
That seems fair. Now you.
Yeah. What's your problem?
Now, I saw what happened outside. I know it's not any of my business, but I want to talk about the horseman's debt.
I knew that stupid kid would try and find a way to weasel out of his debt. Look, this is really simple. I lent him some gold, he promised to pay me back, and now he says he's broke. End of story.
I hate to be contrary, but I really don't think that's the end of the story. You and I both know that.
All right. I guess I made enough from his shipment. No need to waste any more time threatening a stable hand. Tell Shadra he doesn't owe me anything. I hope we bump into each other
Very
again.
generous of you. Thank you very much,
Look,
Sapphire.
I already said Shadra doesn't owe me a thing, so get off my back.
Very pleasant speaking with you.
Looking
Now
for
you.
work? I need someone to deliver a message to
Yes,
Sibby Blackbriar.
yes. I heard you the first 3 times. What sort of message?
Well, I recently approached Sibby Blackbriar about buying Frost, one of the finest breeding horses in Skyrim. He agreed to sell. I paid Sibby half the cost of Frost up front, but before he could deliver, Maven had him locked up. Sibby believes this exempts him from our deal.
And does it?
It does not. I want you to talk to Sibby for me. Then I want you to bring me Frost and the lineage papers that prove the horse's worth.
Okay, I need to bring you the horse and the lineage papers. Okay. Sounds easy enough.
Good man. You won't regret it. Head to the Riften jail and talk to Sibby. Get him to tell you where Frost and his lineage papers are and bring them to me outside Riften. You'll be well paid for your time.
Interesting. Why is Sibby in jail? If you don't mind my asking.
No idea, but whatever he did, it must have angered Maven. No guard would lock up a Blackbriar without the old lady's permission.
Oh, that's what I was thinking. Why don't you go tell Sibby yourself?
I'm not exactly comfortable around guards or jails. Definitely not when associates of mine have been locked up. No, I'll meet you outside of town.
Interesting.
I'll meet you outside of town.
Yes, you mentioned that. Riften. Very interesting place. Seems incredibly
Never seen you
corrupt.
upset about anything. The city
Never
really
done an
is-
honest day's work in your life for all that coin you're carrying, eh, lad?
Excuse me?
I'm saying you've got the coin, but you didn't earn a septim of it honestly. I can tell.
Oh, I'm terribly sorry, but my wealth is none of your business.
Oh, but that's where you're wrong, lad.
Am I?
Wealth is my business. Maybe you'd like a taste.
What are you on about?
I've got a bit of an errand to perform, but I need an extra pair of hands. And in my line of work, extra hands are well paid.
All right, what do you need me to do?
Simple. I'm going to cause a distraction. You're gonna steal Medesi's silver ring from a strongbox under his stand. Once you have it, I want you to place it in Branche's pocket without him noticing.
Wait, you want me to steal a ring out of a strong box and plant it on an innocent man as some kind of a setup? Who do you think you are?
Sorry. I usually have a nose for this kind of thing. Never mind then, lad. If you change your mind, come find me.
You're lucky I don't turn you into the guards, sir. Unbelievable, Riften. I find myself increasingly uncomfortable here.
I run the meat and produce stand at the market. Come by and see me if you want some of the freshest food you've ever eaten.
Well, that sounds alright. I am feeling a little bit disorient. Alright. This must be the orphanage, not...
Those who shirk their duties will get an extra beating. Do I make myself
An extra what?
Yes, Grelin.
And one more thing. I will hear no more talk of adoptions. None of you riffraff is getting adopted, ever. Nobody needs you. Nobody wants you.
What?
That, my darlings, is why you're here. Why you will always be here. Until the day you come of age and get thrown into that wide, horrible world. Now, what do you all say?
We love you, Grelin. Thank you for your kindness.
That's better. Now scurry off, my little gutter snipes.
Can't speak to children like that. Grelid. Grelid. I have business with
You really
Grelid.
shouldn't be here.
What?
I'm sorry, but the children aren't up for adoption right now. You should go.
Is Grelid always like that?
Sadly, yes. Even the townsfolk have taken to calling her Grelod the Kind. Her very existence has become something of a running joke. Grelod runs this orphanage because she's old and set in her ways and doesn't know any other life. These children need love and comfort. I try, but I'm sorry. You should go. The children aren't up for adoption, and it's cruel to get their hopes up. Besides, Grelod hates visitors.
I don't really
If
care
there's
what
nothing
Grelid
else,
hates.
I really must ask you to leave.
I'm not going anywhere. Young man,
Please, mister. You gotta get me out of here. Ever since Aventus left, Grelid's been even meaner than usual. I swear, she's gonna kill one of us.
tell me about her.
I ain't afraid of the old hag. Still, I wish Constance was in charge. She treats us real good. Constance. Sometimes she gives me little snacks, which is good, 'cause we only get but one meal. Late, too, in the afternoon. I'm a growing boy. I need as much food as I can get.
They starve you as well?
All right, then.
I'm really afraid of Grelin. When Aventus escaped, she was so
Who's
mad.
that?
I got double the beatings that day.
Oh. Double the
I
beatings?
hate it here. Grelin the Kind is the meanest person in all of Skyrim.
What has she done to you?
I hate her. Everyone hates her. She's the meanest person I ever met. Sometimes she even locks us in the room. Constance tries to stop her, and is real good to us, but it's never enough.
Constance does seem like she cares.
You really shouldn't be here.
Grelid.
What do you want? You have no business being in here.
Grelid, the welfare of these children. Well, it's my business if you're not going to make it yours. What do you say for yourself?
What are you staring at, you worthless piece of gutter trash? I simply must start locking the doors again.
Stand up.
Intimidate me? In my own orphanage? Ha! Not bloody likely.
What do you say for yourself in your own defense? Old woman.
You don't scare me.
Stand up. Grelid, if you don't stand up and explain yourself, and unfortunately I know all too well that in this town of Riften, no one's going to do anything about you. So I have to. Goodbye, Grelid. You'll never lay another finger on these children.
Just leave here. Leave us alone.
Someone has killed Grelin.
Grelin is dead. Aventus
I'll
did
take
it.
this.
Hooray! Grelin the Kind is dead
One
at
meal a
last.
day,
We're saved.
extra beatings, locking them in their rooms.
Aventus really did it. He got the Dark Brotherhood to kill old Grelin.
The Dark Brotherhood, they think I'm with the Dark Brotherhood. No. What have I done? I killed her.
Hooray! We love you, Dark Brotherhood.
I just killed an unarmed old woman. What have I done?
Ventus escaped, Grilla got meaner than ever. I really thought she was going to kill one of us. Guess not.
She can't hurt you anymore.
Enough! When Ventus took off, when he said those things about killing Grillid, I never imagined he was serious.
She'll never hurt another child again.